This is your middle-aged man with a new topic. I'm not just going to talk about problems. I'm going to talk about this could be a problem as well, but this is another topic. Don't worry, I will continue my posts on borderline as well, parallel to this. But this is a personal channel, and I will address a variety of topics. So, dating when you're a middle-aged man. Boy, it's a struggle. But I think I already know a couple of things that's relevant to discuss. One of it being a quite nasty red flag, in my opinion, and that is people who talk about other people's luggage, their baggage from previous life, from other relationships, just their bad experiences in general, and how they want you to not have an issue with this. They want a healthy person that has dealt with everything in their life, that have a clean slate of no issues and no problems. And while I can sympathize with that, it is also utter nonsense. Complete and utter nonsense. And the older you get, the more ridiculous this thing becomes. Here's the thing. When you're middle-aged, you're not going to be without your fair share of life-changing, very often negative things. And that is okay. That is what life is about. And any person saying different is, well, they are one of three things. They are a liar, a very, very bad liar. They are delusional, or they are a complete moron. I don't know which of these three things are the worst, but I do know that if we're going to talk about red flags, this is a really, really nasty red flag. A person who truly believes that there are middle-aged men and women out there who don't have a baggage of exes and sad events that will influence them in their everyday life is a very, very strange person indeed. I mean, I get it. You don't want to deal with someone else and their issues when you start a new relationship. That's fair. I mean, if you go on a date and the other person talk about just sad things and emotional issues regarding their ex, well, of course, I get it. That's a bad thing. And that's not really what I'm trying to address here. It's your notion that there are people out there with no baggage. That's just not true. And it's more about whether you can still be a normal person and, I mean, go out on a date and be an attractive potential partner. I mean, having a bad experience in life is not the same as you being a bad choice for a partner. No. It means that if you have dealt with it, if it doesn't control your everyday life, it means you have experiences, wisdom, even. Listen, the ducks agree. They're laughing. You can hear them, right? Dealing with bad experiences is a part of life. It's what shapes us. It can hurt us, create scars that might not ever probably heal, but even a really nasty wound that don't heal, it can be handled, it can be managed, and it can also mean that this person has a lot of experiences that makes them a very nice person. It doesn't mean that broken and not in any way a really great find. And here's the other side of this. If you are a person with really adamant belief that you don't want someone with issues from your previous relationships, guess what? Then you are probably a person with really nasty issues, unresolved ones that have made you very wary about other people. And that says a lot about you rather than anything else. It says that you and your reluctancy to see the good is probably the worst red flag of it all. But hey, if you don't want to date someone because they show scars from a previous relationship or previous life at being around the age of 50 and thereabouts, fine. No one is going to force you. But it's not the scars that is the problem, the wounds. It is how we deal with it, how we handle it. If you're a person who can laugh at your shortcomings and your issues, then yeah, I think you're a good person. In general, it is, in my experience, quite attractive with people who can laugh at their shortcomings. I've many times heard that women find this attractive in men, and I think it's similar with men and women. We can laugh at a woman who can laugh at herself, especially when we grow older and wiser. We talk with younger people, and with younger I mean people in their 20s or 30s. They often see people with life experiences as something to avoid, as broken people who don't have quality. They are how should I put it, polluted, dirty. It's a strange notion, probably connected to the virginity ideal, you know. Young, weak, incel men who often find women who are not virgins unattractive because they themselves are extraordinarily weak and immature. I think this is a similar thing, just another flavor of it. You don't want someone because they might have issues or a wound from a previous relationship, because you find people who do a bit tainted. That says a lot, in my experience, about you and your issues, your very much unresolved issues. And it's difficult to see these things when you go out on a date. People don't bring a signpost telling you what their red flags are. Not always. Some things are shown instantly in their behavior. People being mean to the staff at a restaurant. That is the thing that is often very much visible on a date. Other things might sadly take a bit time to discover. This thing, I don't know where to put it on the timeline of things. When you discover it, could happen instantly, preferably so, but it can also take some time. And it is a really, really difficult thing to get by in a relationship, because it will probably lead to huge conflicts in the future. So, for me, in short summary, one very big red flag is people who cannot handle that we all have a previous life, especially as the older we get. I mean, it's ridiculous thinking that you can find a 47-year-old woman out there that hasn't had her share of obnoxious men, or a 52-year-old man that haven't met a woman once in her life that hurt his feelings really bad. Of course you're going to. And that's part of life. And a lot of people also have a number of practical issues, practical luggage of sorts. Things that has happened to them financially, things like that. And the more we are open with everything, the more we share, the less problems we usually get. That is my take on it. No luggage is probably that difficult that it cannot be resolved just by being open and frank with it, so we can understand if it manifests in some way. I think the simple fact that I have one big luggage hanging over me, being a borderline personality disorder person, I'm forced to just look this thing straight into the eyes. This thing of people having really troublesome luggage. But the main thing is the ability to work, that you work on it, and the ability to laugh at things. If something is so sensitive to you, you cannot laugh at it, well, then sure, it might be a real difficult issue. And then you probably should look very carefully um, to the other qualities of this person before going to a serious relationship. It's all in how we are dealing with it that matters. It's not whether they are resolved or not. They are probably not. It is how we are dealing with it. Well, I'm dating, and well, not right now. It is supposed to be funny when dating, and when you're not in a great mood, don't date. That's my take on it. So right now I've got a lot of other practical things on my life, so I just paused the dating for a while. Not that I'm a frequent dater, but I'm not active. I'm not looking, and you need those breaks sometimes because dating in general is very stressful. It is. It's truly stressful, and because it matters. We are looking for a partner, something important, and you just need things to be feel good. And when they don't, take a break. That's fine. You can come back again. I plan to. I think for my personal circumstances, things are going to be easier in a couple of weeks' time, and then I might go out looking for a date again. And while it's not all fun, it can be fun. And if you're broken down a bit, like we borderline people are, it is usually could be a positive thing as well. A boost of confidence talking with someone in a relaxed setting. So, well, keep on dating. Even if you're broken, ignore people who says otherwise, because they are the ones with the real bad and nasty issues. And yeah, stay positive and honest about things, and I think you're good. Have a nice one, folks.